Hello, this is Godorus from Godorus Tech. I was going to do a video review about Acer Aspire Vero. Just in case you didn't know, Acer Aspire Vero is a supposedly eco-friendly laptop that you're supposed to be able to repair, replace parts, and all other things, more power efficient and all that. And also it is made from some percentage of recyclable material. It's not like 100%, but some of the material used for this laptop is recyclable or was recyclable. So yeah, but I already had like a small intro like this one. Unfortunately, things happen, and what happened to me was this. I started wondering, now what? I don't have my main computer now. It's the power supply just blew up, I guess, because all I heard was like a small, really small cracking sound, and then the computer was not able to turn on afterwards. I didn't have an extra power supply to test if it was actually the power supply that blew up, so I decided to order a new one. Unfortunately, I ordered it from Newegg, and the shipping time was 2 weeks. Yes, 2 weeks to get a power supply for my computer, because that's what I thought it was at first, because I didn't see any. There was nothing visible. Now I was fortunate that it was the power supply, so I just replaced it and everything went to normal. But again, here is the question: what do I do now? How do I continue to keep doing my projects? And I consider myself more of a casual gamer, because work and play for a few hours, then go to bed or wherever. But that was like my ritual. I came from work, play a few hours of whatever game, and then either I go to sleep or take a shower and go to sleep. But yeah, that was my routine. And now that my computer blew up, what do I do? Will my laptop be able to handle all these tasks that I have? Now it comes to this: what is the laptop that I have at the moment? My Acer my Asus ZenBook Duo got damaged. I damaged it, to be honest. I was trying to replace the power supply and I didn't the power supply the battery, and I didn't realize that to disconnect it you really need to be careful, because even if it is a little amount of force, it will break the battery connection to the motherboard or logic board, however you want to call it. And what actually happens to me, didn't realize they had a security pin, and I just put a little bit of force, and that was it for the power supply to literally rip off from the logic board. So yeah, now I guess introducing the Acer Aspire Vero, I was able to play the the Division. Yeah, Tom Cruise, the Division 1, the first one that came out at low settings. Now, and then I was able to play another game called Wayfinder that is available on Steam on early access. Arc. Was this the other MMO? Keep forgetting the names of the MMOs. Oh yeah, Lost Ark. Was able to play it on, surprisingly, I think it was medium settings. Now don't get me wrong, because the graphic settings for the game is strange. So I think it was on medium settings, and it actually was playable, so I was surprised that they handled it that well. Now, I haven't tried any of the other MMOs, but I'm pretty sure that old MMOs like the I don't know if you played Neverwinter. Probably, if you like Neverwinter, that game, this laptop could probably handle the game easily. Now, way before, when I had my Lenovo TwistPad, Lenovo Think, Lenovo Twist, what? I forgot the name. I left the link up on the description about the laptop. Now that laptop was able to handle that game, and that laptop it wasn't like that top performance laptop that I had, but it was able to handle the game. So I'm pretty sure newer laptops like this one, the Acer Vero, will be able to handle it without any issues. So yeah, for video editing on this laptop is pretty much decent. Now I think you can do 4K video editing. I don't have any 4K video footage, so I won't be able to test that out. But other stuff like 1080p video editing, this laptop is able to handle it. So yes, for me, for my personal test and reviews, is mostly just what can I do with the laptop that way it was sold to me, that way I got it from the store or from Amazon or whatever online store. Will it be able to handle the stuff that I do in case my computer dies? And the answer for this, at least Acer Vero, is yes and no. I will still be able to do video editing. I will still be able to do gaming to some extent, MMO gaming. Now, don't get me wrong, this laptop has some pretty big bugs, performance issues, I guess. But let me talk about the other elephant on the room. Now, when I got this laptop, it was $500. It was on special, I guess. As I'm recording and editing this video, the Acer Aspire Vero, the same specs that I have, the iCore 7 1195 G7 Intel Iris graphics, whatever, with 16 gigabytes of RAM and 512 gigabytes of NVMe SSD. It's a 632. When I got it, it was a 500 exact. Of course, with taxes and all the stuff, it went to like about 550. Now, if you try to search for a laptop with these same specs, with the 11 Gen Intel Core i7 with the same memory, RAM, and the same hard drive. So here's another question: why is this laptop cheaper than their counterparts with the same performance? They don't have a external dedicated graphics card. Then here's a question: is it because the other laptops are more common, or why a laptop with the same specs as the other one cost half of what the other ones cost? And that's the question that many people really don't ask and decide to go with the one with a higher price because they think it's better. Now, on terms of build quality, the Aspire Vero is pretty solid. Now, I did open up the chassis, like you will see, but the only issue was the battery was too small for the size of the laptop. Now, don't get me wrong, this laptop can get me up to 3 hours or more, depending on what I'm doing. I was doing a label that I needed for work on this laptop using Krita, and I was able to get up to 3 hours non-stop with just the battery without even plugging it in, and I still had 50% left, probably a little bit less, but it was around that percentage. So it actually comes to this: do your own research what you use the laptop for. Now, I did not notice, and it still has this issue, that if you do a left click and then try to hold it to drag the icon around or an image to another folder, sometimes if you don't put too much force to it, if you don't put too much force on it, you will feel it like you're still clicking on it, but you will drop the icon or the file. But yes, you need to put a lot of force. So yeah, the Aspire Vero, Acer Aspire Vero, for half the price of other laptops that are pretty much the same hardware. The only thing different is the way it is built. Now, the Acer Aspire is supposed to be built with a set mind of being preferable at long terms. Like with this one, you actually can upgrade the RAM up to some extent. It only has one RAM slot, but you can actually put a heavy capacity RAM. Right now I have a 32 gigabytes RAM. Now the other 8 gigabytes are soldered to the motherboard or logic board, however you want to call it. So yeah, all you need to do is just make sure it is at the same speed. In this case is 3200. But yeah, right now my Acer Aspire Vero laptop has 40 gigabytes for RAM. That's pretty insane for a mid-tier laptop, I guess. So where I'm going with this is I guess that you don't actually need to spend like $1,000 to get something new with same performance as other laptops, well, at least to the extent that you won't be able to feel it with minor issues like the trackpad is a little bit funky, especially the left click. But other than that, if you only use it for video editing or for documents, typing, audio editing, and even audio playing, like if you play videos if you like to play like on as a DJ, actually this may actually work better because it has a lot of USB ports and one USB Type-C port. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a micro SD card or an SD card slot, so that's another downside. But other than that, this laptop is really solid. The battery is decent. So yeah, you probably should consider this laptop if you're willing to, or if you want to spend like $1,000 for like an HP laptop with the same specs as this one. With this one is something else. It is a high chance that you will be able to fix it unless it is like water damage and all that stuff. Something that actually affects the logic board or motherboard, however you want to call it. So yeah, the Aspire Vero, a laptop you should actually consider. See you in the next one. I over talk too much.